I went to the journalists first for the quick reactions, but I want to now come to you from a procedural point of view. You've been in the Delhi Vidhan Sabha and the Lok Sabha. Just sort of in retrospect, could the BJP have had any hopes of proving a majority within the 15-day time period that was provided? Was there any possibility, and given what the Supreme Court did, do you think it was a folly by the party's managers to go down this route, sir?
Sir, I have been in the service of legislature at the national level and at state level in Delhi for nearly 40 years. I have never seen such a graceful exit by a chief minister. Mr. Yediyurappa has done very well by quitting. He didn't have the numbers, he accepted it. I am reminded of the speech of Atal Bihari Vajpayee in Lok Sabha when he didn't have the numbers. He didn't resign during floor test on the floor, but he said, I am going to Rashtrapati Bhavan to tender my resignation to Rashtrapati ji. This is what Yediyurappa has also tried to do. Now, as far as calling the largest single party is concerned, there is already parameters available. Sarkaria Commission was appointed by Rajiv Gandhi in 1983. Justice Sarkaria was a judge of the Supreme Court. It inquired, the terms of reference was twofold. Number one, center-state relations, and number two, the role of governors, particularly in the event of fractured mandate. And the Sarkaria Commission said, give first opportunity to the group or parties having pre-poll alliance, second opportunity to the largest party, and third opportunity to the post-poll alliance. And this is what the governor did, and I see no wrong in it. The only reservations I had was that perhaps too long a time was given to prove majority on the floor, that was 15 days. I think 4 or 5 days could have been enough. And I had given vent to my feelings also on some channel that Supreme Court, which is hearing the case, is likely to reduce the period.
Mr. Sharma, one more point just for understanding. The selection of a BJP MP, only a 3-term or a 4-term MP as the speaker versus the tradition of appointing the longest serving member or the most senior member, and the Supreme Court did not interfere in that. Why do you think that happened?
Sir, the procedure is that the Council of Ministers asks for names from the Assembly, from the Speaker Secretariat. Speaker supplies a list of 4, 5, 6 members who are the senior most. And generally, by convention or by tradition, the senior most member in the list of 5, 6, 7 members which is received from the Speaker, he is recommended to be the Speaker pro tem. But it is not always the senior most. The rule position is, the constitutional provision is, that the governor may appoint any member of the House, may administer oaths to any member of the House, who may in turn administer oaths to rest of the members of the House. There is no word of seniority as claimed by Congress party in the court. So I knew from the word go that this will not stand. There is no convention that only senior most. Last time I tell you the case of Delhi in 2013. Jagdish Mukhi, Dr. Jagdish Mukhi, now he is Speaker of Assam, I think. He was the senior most member of the Assembly. His name was suggested, but he said, no, I don't want to be Speaker pro tem. So next member was chosen. In some other states also, some junior members have been given this responsibility. So when there is no constitutional provision as such, that Speaker has to be the senior most member, the Congress party should not go to the court on this ground.
One last question to you, Mr. Sharma. Broadly speaking, there has been so much that has been said about the governor's role in Karnataka. And, governors, once they become, leave all party affiliations behind. How would you respond, sir, to the repeated claims by the Congress and other observers that the governor of Karnataka behaved in a partisan manner, sir? Would you agree with that appellation?
Sir, I will neither agree nor disagree. How governors are appointed, by the way? Governors are the people who are rejected, who are dejected, who are dethroned by the political party, who are unable to win elections, and this has been happening in India for the last 70 years. Now the parties which are coming to power now after dethroning Congress, they are also doing likewise. People who cannot get elected to Lok Sabha, They are sent to Rajnivas to spend their remainder of the years to be. So it has become an old age home, so to say, Rajnivas, for all politicians. When you choose politicians to be in Rajnivas, obviously they would like to oblige the party in power. So the governor in Karnataka didn't behave in a different way. He also behaved in a like manner. Now, Speaker Pro Tem was chosen, who may be number 5th or 6th in the list sent by the Speaker office. The senior most man was a congressman. So obviously Mr. Yadurappa will not choose a congressman to be a Speaker Pro Tem. So he selected some number 5th or 6th and recommended accordingly to the governor, who put a stamp of approval. This is how Speaker Pro Tem was elected. So when you give this, put politicians in power of position, they will obviously oblige the party who has appointed them to that position.
Okay. Sharma.